A key technology stock index in Shanghai has surged 44% over the past year, fueling a wave of fundraising as tech companies rush to issue new shares. Among the most closely watched upcoming listing is Unitree, a robotics unicorn based in Hangzhou in eastern China. CNA's Henry Yin and industry analysts examine Unitree's planned IPO and the hype driving investor interest.
Right now, tech, especially robotics, is the hottest thing on China's stock market, and certainly Unitree is easily one of the most hyped startups in China.
If you don't read their financial reports at all, and you go to some investor gatherings, you don't have a chance to chat with people. You say, okay, we are investing in banks, we are investing in ports. They say, okay, we don't want to talk with you.
Well, media reports say Unitree is looking to raise $7 billion from its IPO on the mainland market. Just to put into perspective, CATL, which is China's battery giant, raised $4.6 billion in its Hong Kong IPO back in May. Now, get this, CATL made about $50 billion in its revenue in 2024, but Unitree only hit 1 billion renminbi mark this year, and it's roughly around $140 million.
Our Chinese President Xi Jinping has hosted a rare meeting with the country's top business leaders, including some of the biggest names in tech.
So Unitree's founder Wang Xinxin was actually one of the business leaders got to meet Chinese President Xi Jinping back in February at the Great Hall of the People, but hardly anyone in international media noticed he was there. He shot to fame after that. The 35-year-old was one of the 6 business leaders who got the chance to speak at that event. Chinese President Xi Jinping even pointed him out as the youngest in the room. Now, why does that matter? A lot of people saw it as a signal that robotics has caught the eye of China's top leader. And in China, that usually hints at where the next big wave of state support might go.
对于整个的这种科技行业来说的话，和中国经济密切相关的一些领域，我想会得到长期的各方面的全方位的这个政策以及具体措施的一些手段的这种支持，像语数啊，像这种深度探索 DeepSeek 啊等等这种真正的具有这种国际影响力、竞争力的一些企业的话，也恰恰会是这个包括金融市场、资本市场及证券市场去支持的这种对象。那么，因为它一个企业可以带动周边的整个的这种供应链的一个这样的一个体系。
真正的在 AI 的驱动。
Wang Xinxin has a reputation for being laser focused on driving down costs to make his robots affordable and speed up adoption. And he often talks about he would rethink the whole system down to every component to make the production cheaper. For sure, Wang Xinxin churned out a lot of cheaper robots for the China market, but people starting to question about how useful they really are beyond being fun to watch. And also, there are some concerns about a possible bubble forming in China's tech industry.
Unitree and many of the other sort of Chinese companies has come up with very low cost but efficient design of robots. Robots on the surface is looking just as good as many of the US competitors. The more important part of the robot is the brain, right? So the robot has to be able to think and see and hear for itself. The Unitree robots actually make a very complex but agile move. So it's very eye-catching. But keep in mind that, a robot without a brain is not a substitute of human being.
They are good industries, they are good companies, they are good growth, but it's not good targets for us because everyone's looking. We're not putting much of our money into these leading technologies, basically because it's just too crowded.